The night I stopped protecting my uncle, he showed up with nothing but a garbage bag of clothes and a handshake full of promises. He said it was temporary, just a few weeks until he got back on his feet. I believed him because that's what you do when someone looks you in the eye and says they're ready to change. 2 years later, I was the one paying the rent. I was the one scrubbing cigarette burns out of the couch. I was the one watching strangers come and go like they lived there while my uncle sat on the recliner, laughing like none of it mattered. Every time I brought it up, he'd remind me that family takes care of each other. I didn't have the heart to tell him I was starting to feel like family didn't include me anymore. I lost count of the times I stayed late at work just to avoid walking through that front door. The way the house stopped feeling like home. The way my sister started spending nights at her boyfriend's place because she couldn't stand the tension. She never said it out loud, but I could see it in her eyes. I was dragging her down with me. The night I found a stranger in our kitchen digging through the fridge like he owned the place, something snapped. I didn't even recognize the man. I didn't recognize my life. I stood there, frozen, while my sister stood by the door shaking. That's when it hit me. This wasn't just about me anymore. She didn't sign up for this. I changed the locks the next morning. When my uncle realized he lost it, the screaming started before he even got to the door. Said I was heartless. Said I ruined his life. Said I tore our family apart. What none of them knew, what none of them wanted to hear, was that I'd already lost myself trying to save him. He didn't move out quietly. He dragged it out for weeks. More shouting. More guilt. More strangers in and out while I held my breath and waited for the day he'd finally leave. And when that day came, he didn't even say goodbye. He just slammed the door and took every last bit of oxygen with him. The calls from family started the same night, accusing me of turning my back on blood, of kicking someone when they were down, of being the reason he had nowhere left to go. What they didn't see was the nights I cried myself to sleep, wondering if I'd done the right thing. What they didn't hear were the words I never ought to say, how I wasn't strong enough to carry him anymore. It's quiet now. Just me and my sister. We eat dinner on the couch without flinching at every sound. We sleep with the doors unlocked. We breathe easier. But some nights when the silence gets too loud, I still wonder if I gave up too soon. Maybe I'll always wonder. But I'm learning that walking away isn't always betrayal. Sometimes it's survival. This was just the short version of the story. If you want to hear the full, detailed version with every raw moment and reflection, check the pinned comment. You'll find the link there.